Welcome everyone to another horrific episode here at the Horror High. Yo, today's video gonna be fun, yo. I think the comments gonna go crazy off of this video. Now, I put out a short already, and like, yo, people don't like what I got to say. People don't like my opinion when it comes to stuff, yo. But I put out the short and I put out my ranking. If you haven't seen the short, don't stop watching this video and go watch it now and just watch it afterwards, because I'm not changing my rankings. I'm actually going to go into a little bit of why my rankings are what they are. Of course, you can't do it in a 60-second short, so making a YouTube video for it. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. And coming in at number 5 is Scream 5. Yes. All you new schoolers out there, Scream 5. It was look, let me say this at the beginning of this video. These Scream movies, it wasn't like it was so much of a big gap in between them. Like, oh, this one was so bad and this one was so much better. In my opinion, these movies, it's a tight race. So it just depends on like what you looking for, where your mindset is at, what type of person you are, the way your rankings gonna fall. I don't think anybody's top 5 Screams before Scream 6 is really, even when Scream 6 come out, I don't think anybody's are going to be the same or identical. That's where I think this gets real fun. But like I said, my number 5 is Scream 5. And for all you new schoolers out there, I know y'all really enjoy Scream 5, and it really was a well put together movie. It was the most gruesome Scream movie that we ever had. So my generation coming up in the 90s, coming into the 2000 events, you know, circling around the Columbine, the Scream 3 not being able to really be as gruesome as they really planned for it to be, like the true slasher. Like, that movie was supposed to be a lot more gruesome. One of my other videos, I got the cotton weary theory that everybody hates, but you know, it was just something to stretch y'all mind. But the thing is about the knife going into his head. Everybody say, oh, the knife went into his head, and I'm saying like, yo, they never showed that. But now everybody tell you there's reasons why they didn't show that. Mostly surrounding the events around the Columbine and whatnot, and also the fact that Angelina was supposed to be Roman's sidekick and Ghostface in that movie, but it couldn't be a group because of the Columbine. It was a group, and you know, it makes sense. It was, you know, stuff like that is very sensitive, is very tragic and everything, so the world had to react in a sensitive fashion. But Scream 5, yeah, it was gruesome. But when it comes to the plot and what Scream was about, in my opinion, they like missed it. I always like, I be calling Scream 5. I say that joint is Stab. That is not a Scream movie. It's Stab. Like, I really am thrown off by the fact that, you know, our Ghostface reveals end up to be just like crazy Stab fans. And like, I just don't like that idea. So that is the main reason why Scream 5 comes in at number 5. Now on to my number 4. And my number 4 pick is Scream 2. Yeah, that probably, everybody probably like, huh? Now listen. Excuse me. Scream 2 was a magnificent, it was great, a great horror sequel. However, my issue with Scream 2, 2 issues. The opening scene was whack. Like, it was whack. We had Omar Epps and Jada Pinkett Smith, and that was an epic fail. Like, I'm sorry, that was an epic fail. The movie was still good though, but I didn't like that. And the fact that, and I defend this because, you know, when people are like plus size and lose weight, or when they're smaller and gain a lot of weight, like, you change, your appearance change. But the thing is, like, come on now. Nobody knew who Billy's mom was. Like just nobody knew. Like, I understand the main cast of characters not knowing, but Billy's mom can just walk around the town and, you know, just walk around, period. And her son was a high profile serial killer. And she just able to walk around like nobody noticed her. Like just nobody. Even Gail was like, oh, I seen pictures of you, and Sidney was like, oh, that makeover and stuff later. And yeah, I defend that. Like I said, this can be true, but come on now, that was a real stretch to make sure you had your ghost face. Like, so I really didn't like that. And plus, when it's ever I want to watch Scream and fall asleep, I turn on Scream 2. That's the one that I always turn on. Now let's keep this show right along the road. Coming in at number 3, Scream 4. Yo, the biggest thing about Scream 4 is the fact that I think is the way it was filmed in that filter, and it just throws a lot of people off. But if you want to give credit to a vicious Ghostface, yo, your boy Charlie is a savage, like a straight savage. But Scream 4 was kind of your link in between, you know, your original trilogy and what they're moving into now. And, you know, I keep telling everybody that I think Scream 4 is going to come into play a lot harder than what we think. Like, Scream 4 is going to come into play strong. But when it came to like the new technology and filming the murders, and you know, the fact that the story is still related to Sidney, like it's still related to Scream, even, you know, after that big gap in between Scream 3 and Scream 4. The only thing that kind of got me about Scream 4 was the way it opened. It was like, you know, they just had to throw the stab movies in our face, which, you know, it was alright, but I didn't think that should have been like the opening scene. It was cool to watch it and be tricked, you know, at first, but rewatching it, like, that mess gets old real fast. But Jill, like Charlie and Jill, like they some underrated Ghostface, yo. Like, first of all, like they were probably, I think they were the youngest Ghostfaces. They probably was all the same age. I'm probably really pushing it just by the way that they look, by the way that they were casted. But I don't know, like in direct comparison to Scream 5, Scream 4's like cast, and you know, of course they got Jenny Ortega and everything. They got Wednesday up in Scream now, but the cast of Scream 4 to me was just so much more relatable to. The movie just felt so much more natural. It didn't feel forced. Like Scream 4 was, it fit right in there. It, in my rankings, it had to rank above the other two. Now here we go. If you already probably don't like what I got so far, you definitely not gonna like this. You definitely not gonna like this. Coming in at number 2. I said coming in at number 2. I said coming in at number 2. Scream. I'm done. Scream. Whoo. I'm about to get death threats. But nah, Scream is the original. Like I said at the beginning of this video, it's not like a big gap in between these movies. But my explanation is like Scream just stands for itself. We all know what we got. It was the slasher that needed to happen. If we didn't get slasher, if we didn't get Scream in 96, I don't even know where the slasher feel would have gone. Like, that film was needed. Everything, it wasn't many flaws in it, like, you know, when it comes just to us watching the movie and not being so technical. Like, Scream worked. Scream was a classic. Scream was an original, and it's not anything for me bad to say about Scream. I can watch Scream on repeat over and over and over again. Casey Becker, Drew Barrymore is always a shout out there. It don't matter what. Everybody know I love to talk about how Drew Barrymore was supposed to be Sidney Prescott, but yo, Drew Barrymore needed to be Casey Becker, yo. Nobody could have done that. We will never forget that first scene in the Scream original ever. Drew Barrymore, Casey Becker, that is classic. Like, that is classic. That ain't going nowhere. So it's not like anything for me bad to say about the film. So let me just go into why Scream 3 is my number one choice. Now, for me, I love murder mysteries. I love thrillers. I love horrors. I love crime. And Scream 3, it really hit the nail a little harder when it came to the murder mystery part. Like, they had a whole stab movie that they was trying to create, that the killer just was trying to recreate the real life, which wasn't the real life. He was trying to recreate the stab movie, which he wasn't really trying to recreate the stab movie. He was trying to recreate real life. Like, come on now, that was good. Like, that was good. When it came to the action-packed scenes, like, I love the fax machines scene when, when someone smells the what? Oh, I have to go figure it out. Like, typical just slasher movies. Then, like, whoever smells the good. Like, yeah, that's what you get. Exactly what you get. Then Angelina creeping around the other side. They like, yo, where was you at? And she like, huh? What? Like, come on, y'all. Like, I would have whooped her. Man. But then you got the real life characters interacting with the people that are playing them in the movie. And like a on-screen duo, the best on-screen duo, in my opinion, ever to hit the screen was Courtney Cox as, of course, Gail, and Parker Posey, a.k.a. Jennifer Jolly, a.k.a. Judy Jurgenstern, a.k.a. Gail Weathers. I mean, I'm me, but I'm you, but I'm me, but I'm you. Like, they was just the best on screen together, yo. They were the typical slasher chicks running around clueless. Just, yo, that was good. That was good. And then it was closing out the trilogy. Really didn't know what to expect, but damn, like, Maureen had a son that actually found her and came back like, hey, mom, I found you. Like, let's just make this good. Like, who are you? I'm here. And she like, man, get off my doorstep. Like, yo, like, yeah, that is a reason for somebody to snap. Like, everything really came into fold on that first trilogy. And I don't care how many times they changed the script. But there you have it. I don't think I need to really go on too much more. I know it's about to be some fun down in these comments. So just go ahead and take it away. Let me know y'all's. Don't be mean and fucking buttholes to each other. Like, respect other people's rankings, respect their opinions or whatnot, and just have pleasant conversations about, hey, well, none of us probably going to agree on. Till next time, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.